Why did I sell? Ah! So, who said profit is profit? And no one ever went broke taking profits. Fuck that guy, damn it. Why did I sell? No, I'm just kidding, guys. Well, I didn't sell everything, but I'm getting serious FOMO right now, even though I'm uber mega bullish long, all things considered. I woke up and I'm like, why is my portfolio up so much? Tesla is not past all-time previous highs. What the hell's going on? And then, boom, AMD. Lisa Sube, my first love. AMD always holds a special place in my heart because it's treated me well numerous times over the years. And AMD was my first foray into just buy and hold stocks or common shares. Because back in the day when I was a young, dumb idiot thinking he could day trade and be a millionaire, this is stupid, I'm just wasting my time. I said, screw it. I like AMD. I heard their processor is actually decent. That's when they first started introducing Ryzen processors. And I think I bought in AMD at $40 back in the day. It already had quite a big run up. I didn't get in at single digits like some people. But then it went from 40 to like 100. And I turned my 25K and more than doubled it. Yeah, that was one of my first early on journeys into whatever I have today. And without AMD, my journey would have stopped even before it began. So now, lo and behold, I have 7-figure brokerage. I learned how to do option selling. I got into, for better or for worse, I got into Tesla. So yeah, Lisa Su is a much less abusive relationship than the whirlwind that is Elon Musk. She doesn't go on X posting some ideological stuff that a lot of people will hate. And I remember, it always sticks out to me. I remember she was at like a F1 race and AMD was one of the sponsors. Some Caucasian reporter interviews her and be like, oh, who are you? He had no idea who she was. She was just another Asian chick. Let's just see what she's here for. And she was so humble and modest, and she said, oh, I'm here with AMD. She didn't even say, hey, you better know who I am, I'm the CEO. No, she's not one of those entitled assholes. But yeah, she's like, oh, here with AMD, and we here supporting this event. And the reporter still probably doesn't realize to this day, he spoke to one of the best tech CEOs there is, a female Giga Chad in Lisa Su. AMD is my second highest profitable position for this year at around, I think I posted a screenshot on X. I think I made around 72,000. A distant second compared to Tesla, but nonetheless, much less stressful, much less volatile than Tesla. And I picked up the bulk of my shares around the tariff tantrum. Because at that time, I'm like, you know what, let me spread my allocations. I'm a little tired of being all in Tesla. I did pick up a total of 800 shares back then. Just to be transparent, I wasn't able to hold everything to this ridiculous run-up that we have today with the OpenAI announcement. I sold a lot of AMD in the 150s, 160s, and 200 shares I sold at an average of 215. But yeah, so the announcement, the reason AMD is up almost 30% is Scam Altman announced that OpenAI is taking a 10% stake in AMD. And I don't even know all the details or how it's structured, what the deal is, but that is very big because slowly but surely, OpenAI is getting its tentacles in all sorts of infrastructure deals, all sorts of other tech CEOs. They have deals with NVIDIA, Microsoft, probably Meta, the White House, the government administration, now AMD. For better or for worse, and in my opinion, for the worse, OpenAI is here to stay, and it's going to be in the background, just who God knows what, manipulating and fabricating all sorts of shenanigans that will have an effect on our daily lives and information and just anything and everything. They are at the forefront of this AI boom as we know it. And AI, I've said this in the past, it's not some sentient being that's gonna go Skynet and take over and plug us into the matrix and use us as batteries. AI is not gonna press the panic button and nuke our enemies where they nuke us back. But AI in its current form is a real thing. In simple layman's terms, it's just hyper-processed data that is just more efficient in all sorts of utility and ways that we browse the internet, we use programming and our search engines. I just very recently, I used to complain that when I would Google something, I'd be like, what is this stuff they're trying to shoehorn and force me to use, this AI search engine? I want the Google search results so I can pick and choose what I want when I search for a topic or subject. Now, just 6 months later, I make sure it's the Google AI search mode because I'm like, Google, I just bought a fish tank. Are these fish, what is the best temperature for these fish? What is more compatible with Tetra? Why is my water cloudy? And I'm a total noob to fish tanks and aquariums, but boom, AI is there to save my ass and tell me exactly what I need, what to buy, what to do. And my tank looks badass right now. I have a bunch of happy fish and they're thriving. Thanks AI, thanks ChatGPT, thanks whatever. So that's the good part about AI. The bad part is this is very dangerous, and Elon has warned about this, that AI in the hands of evil, greedy corporations and megatech, it's only the beginning. They're just gonna bombard us with all sorts of fake, deep fakes times 1,000, where we already have the president posting fake AI generative videos, and on the news you already see where it's heading. You have some analysts saying, well, they're always going to talk shit about Trump if it's like on MSNBC, but they'll post an AI video and they'll be like, is this AI? So they're already planting the seeds of expect a lot more of them to post on official mainstream news, and slowly they're going to psyop, whatever you want to call it, into they won't distinguish anymore. They won't put a disclaimer that the clip we're about to show you is AI. They're not going to say that anymore years down the line. It's more important now than ever. I posted on X that we have to be aware of what the ultra wealthy are doing. They are investing billions and billions in that. I need to take a video clip. When you drive down certain streets in my town, there is just, it's like that Lewis Black skit where he's like, you walk out of a Starbucks and across the street is another Starbucks, the end of the world. That is what it's like for data centers right now. Data center, data center, data center. Oh, they're just knocked down and cut down all these trees. I wonder what they're building. Is it residential? Is it a shopping center? No, it's another data center. And I saw one built very close, like literally 2 minutes from my house, a data center, and they cleared enough land and acreage to make 10 more data centers. And I remember a couple years ago when I was getting my Tesla wall charger installed, the electrician who works for the county for inspections was like, dude, I don't know how the grid is going to handle all these data centers. One data center takes the same amount of power as hundreds of residential homes. And I saw a funny meme the other day. Yes, we're going to give you faster search results with AI. And just in exchange, we're going to quadruple your electricity bill and take all your fresh water, because they need cooling for these data centers. And I just don't know where this infrastructure is going to come from for these data centers. Am I going to turn on my tap water one day and it's just a puff of smoke? Nothing comes out? My air conditioning is not going to work when it's like 98 degrees because they're going to they already have transformers or kill switches to prioritize these data centers. They're not going to hesitate to cut down residential power, but oh, can't have these data centers down for even a minute. Some guy might be downloading some porn, deep fake porn. We don't know how to interrupt his session. I wanted solar panels and some power walls so that, yeah, when my wife goes hoards at Costco with all these groceries, that it doesn't all melt in the freezer and all the stuff she bought in the fridge spoils, and I can still charge my Model Y and have air conditioning and not sweat my balls off. But yeah, AI is no bueno. I already worry about the Gen Zers and then all them broccoli heads. On the way, when I go to the gym before school starts, I see in my neighborhood, because it's very cookie cutter, upper middle class neighborhood, but I see these kids waiting for the bus. And I see some well-dressed teenage boys and some teenage girls well-dressed, and they're like opposite ends of the street. not talking to each other, and their faces are buried in their phones, probably on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. And I've been told because my son's way too young, but I've been told from some of my coworkers with teenage boys and girls, like if they're at a party, they're still on their phones with the music blasting, and they won't go up and talk or hit on each other to be like, yeah, let me DM her right now. Even though they're in the same room, like 15 feet apart. It's ridiculous. So yeah, it's already bad that these kids are hooked on their phones. They can't be separated for even a minute. They go into convulsions and withdrawal symptoms if they can't use their phone. And AI is just gonna put that into overdrive. Now maybe they'll have an AI girlfriend or boyfriend because it's just easier. I heard they use ChatGPT to be like therapists to tell them why they're so awesome or why they're not as popular. And TikTok throwing even more videos to turn their brains into mush. Because AI, still you can tell they have like 6 fingers and it doesn't look quite right. But you guys remember that Will Smith video where he's eating spaghetti? Way back in the day, it looked like awful Picasso artwork. And now it looks legit. I saw an AI video of Tupac and Biggie and a bunch of other people, and it looked really good. A few years down the line, you literally will not be able to tell the difference. And people will be more glued to their phones than ever. Video games will be made with AI. Movies will be made with AI. Hollywood celebrities will sell their likeness, so you'll have Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rocky in their prime, Van Damme and Chuck Norris, a real version of the Expendables where they're not like 80 years old on roids, but in their prime, duking it out. That'll be pretty badass. So in the silver lining, we'll have some cool stuff with AI. Maybe they can do a AI redo the freaking god-awful last 3 seasons of Game of Thrones. Get rid of that woke DEI bullshit with Arya taking down the Night King. And I want Azor Ahai with freaking Jon Snow and the Night King with the epic backdrop. I want the real shit, not this World of Warcraft teleporting around, going from the wall back to King's Landing within a day. You know, when Game of Thrones was actually good. So we will get some good things out of it. Just media in general, because I'm kind of sick of the last few years have been probably the worst it's ever been. Just phoning it in, scripts and actors phoning it in, and just reboots and rehashes and woke DEI. If we can get some AI generated badass stuff, maybe with the Marvel Cinematic Universe or just popular media. Dragon Ball Z, remember that awful one with that white dude and it was just a travesty? Maybe we get some AI generated Dragon Ball Z movie. There will be some benefits, but at the cost of just everyone glued to their phones and we turn into a Wall-E future of tubs of lard just not moving and always looking at our phones. And then it's like Idiocracy. That I need to watch that movie, but I've heard about it. It just came out on either on Netflix or Amazon. But just everyone being dumb, not knowing how to do anything because they're so reliant on AI to tell them how to do everything. Oh my God, it is gonna be. I cringe. We're already dumb. I don't know how to fix shit. And it's gonna be like that South Park episode. It's like, damn it, kids, you guys don't know how to do anything anymore. Randy Marsh, Stan, Wendy, come over here right now. I'm gonna tell you how to fix this dishwasher. Now, you take out your phone and you call the handyman and you wait for them to come out. God, you guys don't know how to do anything. It's gonna be like that. Guys, get into the trades. Learn how to just fix stuff with your own 2 hands, because everyone's gonna be useless and you'll be a baller with your truck and just fixing stuff. You know, make sure you take care of your health. Don't throw out your back, and wear a mask so you're not breathing in asbestos and fumes and this and that. Any low-level entry white-collar job that is totally, if not already. I tried to call a property manager the other day, and they literally, on their website and their email, they did not have a phone number to call for a real person to pick up. And I go to their website and I'm like, what the fuck? How do I call these guys if I need something urgent? And they're like, either email or talk to our AI assistant. And I talk on the AI assistant, and some douche with a stupid voice, and thank you for your inquiry. We'll get back to you in 3 business days with an email. And I'm like, oh gee, thanks. That was very helpful. And yes, so secretaries, receptionists, customer service, low-level accounting, low-level attorneys, low-level anything. They're gone, literally gone. So I don't know what all these people are gonna be doing for a living. There's only so many people that can do gig work and Uber and DoorDash because, again, people are gonna be sitting on their asses doing nothing. I really hope people have saved up money, but of course they didn't. People are a paycheck away from being homeless. It's gonna be a rough one, guys. Maybe we get some sort of balance. God, you gotta love Elon for all his faults. He's always an optimist. He's like, yes, we can go into an age of abundance with Optimus robots wiping our ass on the toilet and doing our vacuuming and chores. But you gotta be able to afford an Optimus in the first place. I don't know how it's gonna all play out. It's gonna be good for a few people, but overall much, much worse for a lot of people. Yeah, they're gonna make a documentary about this several centuries from now. Is look at when Americans got so lazy and relied on robots and AI. That was the beginning of their downfall, as they're all talking around a campfire. There's a data center that's just broken down with a bunch of vegetation around it. No one even knows what it was used for back in the day except some old boomers. Oh man, AI will be the downfall of our society. And it's gonna be, everything's a cycle, right? So enjoy your AI generated entertainment and media, because eventually it's gonna get bad. Thank you, Lisa Su, again, AMD. It's nice not to talk about Tesla for once, but yeah, stay long, stay strong. We're still in the bull market. Whether we have a tracement or not, like I expected, maybe we don't have it, but overall, again, as I repeat that, I'm not doing it to be a stupid bear. We are in a bull market. Any dips we have are dips to buy, and until I see altcoins go parabolic, that will be the sign to really start thinking about taking profits, and we haven't had that yet. Bitcoin breached its all-time high, but all the altcoins are still fighting with that resistance. But guys, stay healthy, stay wealthy. I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye.